Well, hi, everybody. This is Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. It is Thursday, January 30th, 2025, and this is an update for the All Hazards Consortium, the sensitive information sharing environment, where we share information between private sector liaisons within state emergency operations centers and also the private sector organizations like the food, fuel, transportation, medical supply, logistics, energy sectors. So we can all be on the same page at the same time. Well, this is just a general look around the nation, and we're going to step over to Hawaii too, as some heavy weather is moving through there right now, and an atmospheric river is headed towards the west coast. That's going to give quite a bit of rain from about San Francisco north. We'll cover that here in just a second. You can see the GOES satellite image. This is what it looks like. We have an upper level low pressure system coming out of Colorado. You can see that right here. Low pressure moving up towards Oklahoma. It's going to be moving in towards the Ohio Valley. You can see the southern jet stream. Look at that, really streaming northward, creating showers and thunderstorms across parts of Arkansas and also into western Tennessee and southern Missouri. You can see those clouds heading up and moving in over the mid-Atlantic states as nighttime starts to approach. We do have some closer in satellite imagery as well that I want to show you, and that's along the west coast. So you can see this system is moving towards the east. It's going to give the mid-Atlantic states some rain. I will show you that here shortly, but also out to the west. This is the GOES West satellite, and look, we have an active pattern that's setting up. As a matter of fact, you can see the this area of moisture here kind of moving towards California. That's going to start during the day tomorrow, Friday, but then look at this system here. It's plaguing Hawaii right now. You can see the Hawaiian Islands. There's the big island right there, and Oahu and Maui there. You can see this stream of moisture. That's going to be part of the atmospheric river that impacts California between Friday, tomorrow afternoon, and Tuesday. So we have quite a stretch of rain coming for the West Coast. Fortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to impact the burn scars, the recent burn scars in Southern California and the San Diego area. That rain looks like it's going to stay to the north. But look at these storms lining up. Here's one here, and here's a second one here. We have some close-in stratus clouds, some low-level clouds. Not really raining right now on the West Coast. Let me take you a little bit closer. This is what it looks like in San Francisco. As a matter of fact, right here is the Golden Gate Bridge. You can zoom into that right here in San Francisco. Let me take that full screen and show you what it looks like. So you can see these clouds. You can see some breaks in the clouds. These are stratus clouds moving in over there. And I want to show you what it looks like from the standpoint of a live picture. You can see some of the breaks in the sky there as commuters are heading across the San Francisco Bay there on the Golden Gate Bridge. As a matter of fact, let's go back real quick to the satellite loop full screen. You can see some of those breaks in the clouds here, and here's San Francisco. There's a few breaks there. And so these clouds are moving in, so expect quite a long time, long duration of cloudiness that's happening now. But let me take you back out quickly, and I'll zoom in here to Hawaii, because Hawaii has been getting hit pretty hard by these showers and not really thunderstorms, but there have been some special marine warnings happening there. I'm going to change the state boundary there to black so we can see them as I zoom in. And you can see there's the big island there. Let me show you out from the standpoint of GeoCollaborate as well what's going on. Here is Hawaii, the big island. Here is Honolulu right here. And also have Maui. Here's Maui right here, and you can see there's quite a bit of activity. These are special marine warnings that have been issued for very heavy rain and very strong winds. As a matter of fact, Hawaii is going to get quite a bit of snow at the higher elevations. It's normal. They do get snow during the winter at the high elevations, and that's what's going to happen here as this cold system kind of moves through. And this is part of the moisture stream that's going to be heading towards California over the next several days, all the way until Tuesday. But look at that. See, not everybody is really clear about these atmospheric rivers hitting Hawaii and then moving somewhere else. These two are going to be moving right towards the west coast, and you can see that moisture flowing there. Again, I'll widen out here just so you can see what it looks like. There's storm number 2, and here is storm number 1, getting ready to point the moisture right up here in north San Francisco and north. There's just the low clouds hanging there. As a matter of fact, let me take you to, there's the Hawaiian Islands here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Come on, if it goes the right way. There we go. So here is Maui right here. Let me take you live right now on what that looks like. So that's this is live in Maui, and you can see it's not a great day there. We're looking here to the northwest, and you can see what's happening. The waves are being pushed in by the strong winds. Winds could be gusting 50 to 60 miles per hour there in parts of Hawaii at the higher elevations. So not a great day, low clouds, not a great beach day, and a lot of rip currents going on around Hawaii. Temperatures, by the way, in Hawaii are pretty mild, as to be expected, ranging from the 70s into the low to mid 80s in some cases. Let me check the time on this observation. Yep, 86 degrees there. That's at the Kona airport. So sunny skies there, lots of sunshine, but temperatures are quite cooler down towards Maui. This 56 degrees is old temperature from earlier in January. This sensor needs to be maintained a little bit. But you can see temperatures in the 70s all the way through the Hawaiian Island chain and 80s on the Big Island. And meanwhile, here in Alaska, things have gotten much, much colder. It was very much above average temperatures there a couple of weeks ago. That's what that warm air forced that big cold dome to come down into the central and southern parts of the nation and actually resulted in that major historic snowstorm along the Gulf Coast, stretching along even Florida to South Carolina and North Carolina. But look at these temperatures right now. 33 degrees below zero over into Fairbanks, 20 below zero right now, and even down towards Anchorage. Temperatures are in the single digits there along the coastline and along the Gulf of Alaska, but interior Alaska is frigid right now. Temperatures between minus 10 and minus 40 degrees currently. Back here in the United States, in the lower of 48, we call it CONUS, the continental United States, temperatures really aren't that cold, but are mild down to the south. Look at this along the Gulf Coast. Oh, that historic snow is all but in the record books now. Temperatures around New Orleans, 73 degrees right now, even in the 60s in South Carolina, parts of Alabama and Mississippi. Temperatures in the 70s, but we do have some rain and some storms there in the middle part of the country, and I'll show you that here. Take a look at the radar data here in GeoCollaborate. You can see that line of showers, maybe some storms going on as well, and they are not severe at the moment. There's no warnings or advisories out for this particular line, which is good. Down here to the south, looks like there might be some more thunderstorms that could grow into some locally heavy storms coming into western Louisiana right now. But even towards the north and the northeast, this is that batch of rain that's going to be impacting the mid-Atlantic over the weekend starting tomorrow. And you can see it just entering southwestern Virginia right now. This is going to be an all-rain storm for the mid-Atlantic, for Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, even the ski resorts out there in the higher elevations. This is a very mild system that's coming through. It's going to be in the warm sector, and so I don't expect any problems except unless you get up into northeastern Pennsylvania and also up into New England. I do have, combined with the radar data here, the Winter Storm Severity Index turned on, and you can see along coastal Maine, that looks like there might be some trouble over the next 1 to 3 days here with some snow, and you can see the snow kind of streaming off some of the lakes here coming into western New York. Some of these snow squalls have been pretty heavy too over the last couple of days, reducing visibility close to zero. That's because I showed you yesterday, remember, Lake Ontario, it's not really frozen. So lots of lake effect there. Upper parts of Lake Michigan and also Lake Huron, not really frozen solid. So we do have moisture being picked up in those lake effect snows. As far as severe weather or winter weather severity, also in northeast Wisconsin, looks like north of Green Bay here, there's going to be some tricky driving there over the next 1 to 3 days. That's what this product does. It highlights the winter storm severity index over the next 1 to 3 days. And we have that too in North Dakota with strong gusty winds and snow. And look at all of this in the Pacific Northwest. Lots of snow, very treacherous conditions expected here as these storms start to come ashore. The initial snow level will be low, but then it will high, but then it will be coming down. And look at all of these dangerous areas here. I'll put on the legend as well so you can see what's going on. Anywhere that you see the orange or the red or even the purple, extreme driving conditions. That means travel is not recommended. Of course, look, that's right here on the tops of these mountains where you really can't drive too much anyway. Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, even up towards here towards Snoqualmie Pass. Looks like driving is going to be pretty nasty getting into the mountains if you're going to head out there to go skiing. And on the Olympic Peninsula, looks like we'll have a go at some pretty treacherous driving in this area here as well in the Pacific Northwest. But I will back out a little bit because I want to go down to California where we're going to talk about the atmospheric river that's going to be coming ashore. Look at this. From Portland, here's Mount Hood. Right here, all the way down the chain, Mount Bachelor, and also to southern Oregon. These elevations are going to be very tough driving. So anybody that has anything to deliver, goods, services, logistics, movement of goods and services, it's going to be tough. So check locally before you drive into these areas. It's going to be a tough go at it for the next several days. And down into Northern California, looks like we have some treacherous driving conditions expected too, all along the Sierra Nevada range, where even south of Lake Tahoe, down in this area, it looks like we could see 2 to 3 feet of snow. It's around like Kings Canyon, the upper San Joaquin River, and Yosemite National Park outside of the valley. So the valleys will be a little bit too warm, but high snow amounts, 2 to 3 feet of snow expected in this area over the next several days. So that's what it looks like from the standpoint of the Winter Storm Severity Index. Let me turn on here in GeoCollaborate and turn on the watches, warnings, and advisories that are in effect. Boom, look at that. There are a lot. These are winter storm warnings in the pink, all from the Canadian United States border, all the way down the mountains here through east of Portland. So more or less the higher elevations expect some significant snow accumulations as this atmospheric river comes ashore. And also in California, look at this. This area here along the Sierra Nevada. This is a winter weather advisory, but the winter weather advisory means about 11 to 18 inches of snow in this area. It's going to be really around Lake Tahoe. It's going to be a mixture of snow and rain off and on. Not really a lot of accumulation down there at the lake level. Just really a nasty 4 or 5 days coming up. As you get up into higher elevations, the snow levels will come down probably around Sunday into Monday and Tuesday. where, again, a couple of feet of snow could fall, but kind of a nasty time between Friday and Sunday here. And these green areas all through Sacramento, looks like a flood watch is in effect. So you could see rainfall totals of 3 to 5 inches is possible. And that even includes, look at this, into the valley towards San Francisco. These are all flood watches in effect because of this atmospheric river coming in. And look at this, even gale warnings posted off the coast. So it is going to be a windy and nasty experience from this atmospheric river coming in. So let me do this. Let me switch over to the atmospheric river forecast. I'm just going to make this a still right here, but I do want to point something out. This is an AR4, which is an impactful atmospheric river that's forecast here. And notice where my cursor is. The dot's right around San Francisco. It looks like the onset of the atmospheric river is going to be here around late tonight, early tomorrow morning on the West Coast, and it will continue, look at this, all the way to the 3rd. So we're talking about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's where we're going to have some significant rain in this area, and there is likely to be floods, and even on old burn scars, there could be mud flows and debris flows. It doesn't have to be a burn scar that happened in the last couple of weeks or couple of months. Burn scars take years to really regrow the vegetation to be able to hold that soil in place. So you can see on this graph, the atmospheric river should start during the day tomorrow, during the morning tomorrow, and last all the way through Monday. And then a weaker atmospheric river behind that. So it does look like a rainy period. Any of the reservoirs in those areas, they're pretty full already. So the water managers that manage the dams are going to have to watch this pretty closely, because we do have some significant rain that's headed into this area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on in GeoCollaborate, I'm going to turn on a product called the Excessive Rainfall Outlook, and I'm going to turn the watches, warnings, and advisories off and switch back to GeoCollaborate. So there we go. This is California. Let me back out a little bit. This is the excessive rainfall forecast in California and the West Coast. So you can see it stretches all the way from Seattle down here to the west of the mountains, and then down into the San Francisco area, where it's a higher likelihood of flooding rain in San Francisco, all the way over to Sacramento. So all in the valley there, San Jose as well, and even down towards these areas, Elk Grove, Roseville, Yuba City. All of these areas are in a high likelihood. Napa, Vallejo, Concord, Oakland and San Francisco, chance of flooding rains in these areas. And I'm going to back out just a little bit, because you can see what it looks like from the standpoint of this excessive rain. We're talking a rainfall of at least 2 to 4 inches of rain. And then look, as they get higher in the elevation, that's where the Winter Storm Severity Index gets pretty nasty, with driving not recommended, trying to go over these passes. Contact your, watch the local conditions there if you're driving locally. But certainly the higher elevations are going to be impacted by this heavy rain and this atmospheric river coming in. That is for sure. Okay, so let's take a look at the forecast here over the next couple of days and show you what it looks like. I'm not going to dive into anything real specific, just to give you an overview of what it looks like. You can see this is this afternoon, these showers and storms developing. Again, it doesn't look like anything really severe, but there is a line that's developing we'll have to keep an eye on. So watch your local National Weather Service office. Keep tabs on their website, and also your local broadcast meteorologists that will keep you updated on specific lines that might be moving through where you live, particularly in the southeast. But you can see this area of rain. This is the upper level low behind it here. High pressures over the mid-Atlantic. That's kind of giving way. But I'll put this into motion here, and you can see how that area of rain kind of stretches over and starts to rain pretty heavily in West Virginia and parts of Virginia. And then as we get on into Friday afternoon, that rain closes in on Pennsylvania, the Mid-Atlantic, Maryland, Delaware. So you can see that area of moderate to heavy rain at times. Some breaks, but still showery and kind of just nasty weather during the day tomorrow. This is tomorrow afternoon around 2 o'clock. And then it continues on into Saturday morning, but then it pulls off pretty quickly. I think by Saturday morning, you'll start to see clearing in the Mid-Atlantic area here. This is good news for clearing out the weather in Baltimore, Washington, down towards Richmond, and even in parts of North Carolina and the Raleigh area as high pressure pushes that out and takes over. But notice, remember I talked about the Winter Storm Severity Index having impacts in eastern Maine. That's because of this snow that's going to be falling. Look, I'll take it back here just a little bit. You can see that this remains snow up in New York and over towards Vermont, New Hampshire, and into Maine, where things could get a little bit dicey. Doesn't look like a real major impact. Could be 4 to 6 inches of snow, but it does linger there in eastern Maine as this pulls out. And then here comes that atmospheric river. Look at this. This is Sunday morning. So I'm going to take this back here. And you can see where the rain starts in California. Look at this. This is 12Z Friday. So tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning, that rain should be coming ashore in California, already coming ashore in parts of Washington State and coastal Oregon. But again, keep your eyes on that atmospheric river. And what happens here is that flow becomes perpendicular to the coastline and really enhances rainfall. Rainfall in the mountains here during the day on Friday into Saturday morning. And then we'll just take this on motion in. Even heavier batches of rain and precipitation here. Very high elevations of the mountains we'll see snow, likely heavy. And that's where we could see a couple of feet of snow. But that snow level will come down eventually as we move on here in time. But look at Sunday morning. Still very heavy rain and higher elevation snows falling. Meanwhile, just some snow going through the Great Lakes area, nothing real heavy, just what's to be expected this time of year, some light, perhaps moderate at times snow. And then as we continue on, that atmospheric river remains in place. Look at Lake Tahoe. Look at this area right here. That's why we're saying that this is going to persist through Monday in parts of California, including San Francisco. This is the burn area in Southern California around Los Angeles, the Palisades, Pacific Palisades, Malibu. It's not going to be raining like this. It's only going to be from about San Francisco north where you get those that heavy rain. And then that system continues to impact California. Look at this. This is Tuesday morning. And then finally the snow levels lower. And this is heavy snow. Very heavy snow expected on Tuesday in the Sierra Nevada. And we're talking feet after all that rain. So it's going to be a real challenge there in California. Meanwhile, about 7 a.m., 8 a.m. on Wednesday, high pressure still dominating the northeast and some scattered showers moving through the southeast. So that's it for this update. I'm Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. Thanks a lot for watching. This has been for the All Hazards Consortium. We'll be back tomorrow with another update. We'll make it a little bit quicker this time. Appreciate all your comments back on the video and through email on having Dr. Prager involved, talking about various aspects of climate change, sea level rise, impacts, oceans, and atmosphere and how they interact. I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Thanks for watching. Please watch out for yourself and please watch out for your neighbors. They really do appreciate it.